Oh, a little bit late, a little bit late. Because I totally forgot what I was going to come on and talk about, but I've just seen something and I thought, oh yeah, that's what I was going to sort of mention. It's only going to be short, she says, this will never. Probably about 3 hours long. No, it won't be. Right. Then my mother goes to call, so I'll just have to text her back. I'll just tell her, right, I can see 4 people. If you're there, say hi, because I can't. Just trying to find some now, because my battery, not got a lot on here. Hi, Lee. I've just seen a beautiful speech off a guy, and I've seen this guy before on something that I'll tell you. Hi, Effie, how are you? And while you're all coming in, I've got a new meditation cushion, this colour. It's quite nice. Another one finished off. I've got another one on the way. Meditation cushions. Another one on the way. Hi Mark, hi Von Craig, and I've got the picture that I said I'd challenge myself to do. You might have seen it on my community page, I don't know. It's in pencil at the minute because more things will be added to it, but I don't know if you can see it. But we've got the Hard Judgment Day, we've got the lion, we've got a bit of a Trump going on. It doesn't really look like him yet. Hopefully it will do. Like I said, I don't particularly draw men's faces, so I'm really not used to it, but hey. And there's JFK Jr. That's JFK Jr. And that's a cute JFK Jr. Hopefully when it's painted it'll look totally different, but I've got the lion in with the 8-8 infinity sign on its head. The lion for strength, the lion for courage, the lion's roar, as I call it, the war roar, which is where we go on week wall. But yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. So I said I'd challenge myself to do it, so I'm challenging myself to do it. So I just thought I'd show you quickly. So let me get a cushion behind my back. Like I said, I tried to, even though it looks nothing like my lion, actually, that's in my book, I tried to do it off this lion. Where is it? This lion. You know, lion's roar. So, hi Revolutionary Visitors, hi Lewis, love you out, thank you. Hi Red Eye Jedi. I just want to say before I forget, I might be attending the Manchester Piccadilly on Saturday Save the Children protest. I think it's a protest for Save the Children, and I think there's stuff going on with masks and stuff like that. I know it's at 1 o'clock on the 22nd, which is this Saturday coming, Manchester Piccadilly Gardens. So I may be going. I think Red Pill Phil's going. I may be going to see what's going on down there. But there you go. Just letting you know that is out there. Hi Northern Wolfhound. So yeah, I was thinking today, I forgot what I was going to come on and talk about. But with everything going on, you know, the stuff out there, I am having a laugh with all the memes that are going on with the, hi Mary, with the whole QAnon thing. The memes are just great. Loads of stuff going on, seeing loads of stuff, things being reported about stuff. And I'm like, lots of people waking up, lots of things going on. But mindset-wise, for people, you know, we've got to stay calm, but good on you. Yeah, so awesome video. What do you mean our video? If I do go, I'm not like Roxanne, I don't do stuff in the street. Hi Aquarian. I may do, but I will take pictures. But if I do go, I'll be reporting about it when I get back. Definitely. And like I said, I think Red Pill Phil's going, so he does his interviews and stuff. But I think I was going to come and talk about shadow work and like the other side of you, because as we like to try and be the light, a lot of us, we try to do good, that we do have the dark side. And as you grow up, I've done this, so I'm sure a lot of people have done it. And this little video that I'm going to show you, or from Jen McCartney, I would say McCarthy's video she's put up of a guy speaking, beautiful speech by a guy. I just loved it. This is what I wanted to sort of say, and he's expressed it very well. So, I've done this. You think there's parts of yourself you don't like about yourself as you're growing up, and you think you have to suppress these and squash them down because you have to be seen as this perfect person. That's why you've seen me swear on her. You've seen me get riled up. You've seen that other side of me when I can get a bit, 17 in chat, cues in the house, whoop whoop. There's me joking. You've seen different sides of me sometimes, because we do all have those different sides. And anyone who says they haven't, you're lying, because you do. Let's get real about it. So, but as we grow up, we try to suppress them because we don't want, we don't like that side of the self. But really, with all what's been going on over the past couple of years, and when I turned into a hermit, because that's what most people do when they go on the spiritual journey, we become a bit, happy Monday, Laurie, we become a bit hermitified, because I had to go and find myself. That's what a lot of people are doing now. And within that, because like you don't want to be around people. It's like you don't want to be like sort of brought into stuff that you sort of trying to get rid of. Hi, Sue Clark. I don't even know if I'm going to explain this well, but hi, Peter. Because we're always saying, oh, that's wrong. This is right and that's wrong, and I shouldn't be doing this and I shouldn't be doing that. And I went a bit that way, where I didn't want to be around anybody. And I was quite happy with that, because I wasn't interested in being around anyone, as in relationship-wise, anything. Like, wasn't even bothered about going out with friends or anything. I just wanted to be with myself, because that's what a lot of people can't do. And I think they found it hard in the lockdown, because you've had to be at home with your kids and your partners and everything, and people are either breaking up or sticking together or whatever, because they're realising, oh my God, I've had to be with myself, no entertainment when it was, full on with, like, for example, men with no football and stuff like that. Reclusive, it's hard to fit in when you're awake. And yeah, it is. And, I mentioned it the other day. I went through a bit of a phase where, and someone else was saying this the other day, and it's a woman on YouTube who's got dreads in. She doesn't talk about, she's not, I don't know, she's following cute, but she just made me laugh how she talked about something. She was talking about a spiritual awakening with her hair, because just to say out there, if anyone's new, she's got dreadlocks in, she's white, I'm white, I've got dreadlocks in, but people think, with the whole Black Lives Matters, and people who've got dreadlocks are getting a bit like tetchy about it, because they don't want people coming up saying, oh, it's culturally appropriate. It's not culturally appropriate, which is an absolute load of rubbish, because if people look back in time, back in different cultures all over the world, hi Mimi, dreadlocks have been in the Celtics, they've been in India. I'm sure that was that just came off my finger then, I'm not sure. In many different cultures, it doesn't really belong to anyone, I'd say. And it just makes me laugh anyway, because, for example, there's a lot of black women out there and other people from other cultures that straighten their hair and wear weaves, and you don't hear people going on about that. So when people come with that, that's only because they repeat what they've heard, like, oh, you shouldn't be, do you know what I mean? People have worn braids, dreadlocks in centuries ago, in all over the world, all different skin colours. So I just want to throw that out there right now. Hi Astral Thief, I'm not a fan of dreads. So you don't have to be a fan of dreads, I am. And you do what you love, and this is what I'm sort of talking about now. You do what you like. I'm not here to please anybody else, or I don't do things to please others. I do it to please myself. And I went through a bit of a phase when I went in the bit of the whole hermit stage of, like, oh my God, like, gone through this spiritual awakening. Maybe I shouldn't wear makeup anymore. And yeah, we all like different things. Exactly, it'd be boring, wouldn't it, if we were all the same? How boring would it be? Oh, I shouldn't wear makeup. You know, I said this, if I'd ever worn makeup since I was younger, it's just, it's girly to me. It's, you know, yes, women want to look nice, but then again, it's always that thing. It's always me being wanting to look nice for myself, not necessarily, yes, you want to look nice for your fella, blah, 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 but I've always done it for me. People better be worried about 8 million children that go with. Yeah, well, I already know about that, Peter, and that's the thing I normally do talk about, and that's what I'm going seeing on Saturday, I hope. But yeah, that's not a thing I'm talking about now, because this is about mindsets. Because when people come into the awakening of the children, which I talk about anyway, you know, I'm into Q, I know about all that. I don't have to keep bringing it up all the time. We need to get people need to get the mindsets ready for when a lot more stuff drops that people don't even know about. Hi, Daniel. Thank you. And that's not that thing of like people saying, oh, I like your dreads, because it's like the today a lot of people want the validation of people all the time, the likes and this, that, and the other. And it's nice, not gonna lie, it's nice, but as long as you're not looking for that, because a lot of people today, you know, they do stuff on Instagram and Facebook and everything for the validations of everything. And I just want to know, Sue Clark, because you're on my Facebook, I just got told today, I was just posting some art stuff and there's no share button on it, because I know I'm being censored on Facebook because of the stuff I put about Q. And now there's 33 in the house and my favourite number 7, Christ consciousness, and 7 heaven number right there. Oh, it's just gone up as I pointed to it, as it always does. But I just have a laugh with the numbers there. Yes, V for Vendetta is set in 2020. I know, not 2012. Like I said, I am into the old, been there since the beginning. Got the mask, got the t-shirt. Oh yeah, remember the 5th of November, yeah. I mean, yeah, he was on a good one there, wasn't he, the old Guy Fawkes? Anyway, like I said, not talking about that stuff at the minute, so get me off subject. So, yeah. Yeah, I think you can, yeah. So, like I said, I went in that bit of a hermit stage. It was like, oh, you know, hi Sky, oh, you know, I shouldn't be wearing makeup anymore, and oh my God, I've got to go vegan, because I did try and go vegan, but that just didn't go down that well when I first tried. I tried it for 9 months, and then there was just loads of different things like we're thinking, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't, you know. But now it's not that. It's like, I do wear makeup. I don't wear a shit ton of it, but I wear makeup like I always have done. I'm vegetarian, but I have been having a bit of chicken. Yes, I have. I have, just because I just did. So I'm not going to lie about it. But when you see this guy talking about what he's talking about, you'll understand why I'm telling you this. I let my 10-year-old granddaughter in the back of my ear. We were bored. It's uneven. Yeah, it will be uneven. I got some bits to tell you. I can't remember. Honestly, I don't even know what I was coming on talking about today. I've just been in my own little world and doing some craft stuff. I don't know. I think it was some videos to show, and I can't remember what they were. The only thing I did find out was, Brother Draven, I like how you wear your makeup. You don't overdo it. Thank you, Ricardo. No, I don't. And, you know, each their own. I think it was just something mad like, if anyone's into numbers and you know about 88 Lionsgate and been seeing that everywhere, and then I found out that my name is a number 8 in is it numerology, and so is my fellas. We're both 8s, so it just made me laugh, the 88. I was like, But when you add 8 and 8 together, it's 16. But you've got to get it down to a lower number, not a double number. So it's 7. And I'm always saying 7 follows me everywhere, because 7's a very good number. Some people will be like, what's she talking about? But in my head, I was like, oh, that's good, that's good. And I don't know what the other things I was meant to come and tell you. Honestly, I can't remember. Numbers guy yeah, there was a numbers guy who's just been on Charlie Ward's channel. I didn't watch it all. Gematria, I think he was doing. But yeah, I've done gematria before on here with the old JFK Jr. So yeah, it is. And I've got a book on my shelf called The Numbers, the Lost Language I'm sure there's orbs flying past. That's another thing about orbs. I'm beginning to think that, yes, I believe orbs are... hi, John Four, nice to see you. I believe orbs are energy, spirit, beings, whatever, because it's energy and we are all energy anyway. That's what we go back to. Oh, yeah, God, I have lots of freckles. Yeah. See, this is the thing about what I'm going to talk about in a minute, like things about yourself and even the dark side of yourself, because that's what I'm trying to talk about when I actually get around to it in a minute. But I forgot what I was saying then. What was I saying? Can anyone remind me what I was just about to say then? I've just gone completely... I think I'm half asleep today. What was I just about to say then? Oh yeah, John Four has some good videos. Put some good videos on there. The news. Now, oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm in a sleepy mood today. Orbs. Yeah, so learning about magnetism, which is like, to me, is like the law of one, law of attraction, because we pull things to us, like attracts like I've said before. If you are a negative person and you're always doom and gloom and you always speak doom and gloom, be very careful what you speak, you will draw, like a magnet, more crap to you. That's why people who are doomy gloomy are always doomy gloomy. I wonder why they're not ever getting anything good coming in, because it's like saying to the universe, 33 in the house, and number 9, divine, Christ consciousness, and 9, divine in the house right now. Numbers, talking about numbers. See, it's changed again when I pointed to it. You attract like a magnet. It's like you're saying to the universe, I love the doom and gloom because I thrive in it, therefore you get more doom and gloom given you. When you start changing and trying to pump a different vibe out and you get on a different frequency and you're doing for others and you're trying to be, the best you can, and you're putting loving thoughts out there and positive thoughts, and you're not letting any fear come in of something not coming in, you're just going with the universe, going with the flow, you will start attracting more positive things, people, and other good stuff into your life. That's how it works. But I'm not going into that right now. I have talked about it before. When someone asked me how I am, say, living the dream. Yeah, don't be all doom and gloom. Just speak, though. Your words are very, even though words are very, they're like spells, as some of us know, but they are very powerful of how you speak in your universe, what you want to attract. So, my friends just brought law of attraction. Yeah, the only thing is with the law of attraction, sometimes the secret, they do leave out the fact that I can't remember what they leave out, because you've got to visualize, speak it, visualize, put your intentions out, visualize it. But the main big thing to it with the visualization and the spoken word or the intention is you've got to feel it. I had a book on, we'll talk about this again because I've got a book on my shelf somewhere. I've had it out before, I think Sue might have seen it, Pam Grout. You have got to put the frequency, the feeling, vibration, the energy behind it and feel like it's already here. Not it's coming, and it depends on the words you say as well. That's why I spoke about that woman the other day, playing the game, living the game, playing the game, the link I shouted out the other day. Like it's already here, and you live like it's already here. No doubt, no fear that whatever you've asked for is here already, and then it'll start to manifest. But if you have any fear of, oh, I don't think it's coming, or that's not going to happen, you've broke that sort of magnetic pull, if anyone gets what I'm saying. We can also attract the unwanted, Dolly. Yeah, you attract the unwanted by certain things you say. That's why there was an example on the show I did a few days ago when I showed a video of I don't know what the woman, who the woman was, years and years and years ago, something like The Game of Life. She was saying there was a woman who was married, something like this, and she kept saying something on the lines of, she wasn't bothered about me being married, meaning, I'm assuming, like, people are married, some people aren't married, and some people are all right with not being married, but they live together. But she was married, but she was saying something on the lines of, you know, I'm not really bothered about being married, blah blah. Something that she kept saying, and then her husband ended up running off with someone and getting divorced, and she said it wasn't because she was unhappy, but because she's speaking those words. It was the way she kept speaking it, putting it out, putting it out, putting it out. It's like the universe went, all right then, you're not bothered about me, you're not bothered about being married, you're not. So it came to, then she realised what she was speaking. So you can attract crap things into your life if you're constantly thinking about crap things and speaking crap things and talking ill of people all the time, and thinking basically, you know, like, what if, my mum does it all the time, she'll be like, what if this happens? And I was just thinking, if this happens, why are you thinking about that happening? It's not happened. You know, like in the future, like be in the now. Like, why are you speaking it into existence? Because the more you keep saying it, it'll probably happen. You know? Yeah, negativity, exactly. You ever done that thing where you go, oh, I knew I was going to do that? It's like, yeah, because you're probably thinking about it at the time. If anyone gets what I'm saying anyway, but yeah, you can do. So, yeah, the orb thing, go back to the orbs. When the pure white light, they say, is magnetism, I just think, though I believe it is spirit realm energies anyway, because that's what we all are, that the white light that I see is, yeah, words are swords, yeah, they are. Yeah, but you're going on about money again, and you just got to think you're abundant. Abundance comes in very many different ways, and when the law of attraction comes in, sometimes it comes in a way you wouldn't believe, or you didn't really see, or just unexpectedly. Like, you could want a new bike, and you haven't got enough money to get the bike, but you're doing all the work and all that, and all of a sudden, I know, a friend will go, oh, I was getting rid of this bike, do you want it? It works like that. It doesn't mean something's brand spanking new all the time. Remember, I wanted to go to New York. I didn't know how I was going to get there the other year, but I thought, never been to America, I'd really love to go. I don't know how I'm going to go, but I'm going to go. Put it out there. The next day, my mum rang. She'd had a drink and said, guess what? I'm taking you and your sister to New York. And I was like, what? And I didn't even have to pay for it. And I went to see all the signs and the Mason signs and everything. Oh my God. But anyway, that's a different story. But sometimes it comes in quickly. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, we are wealthy in knowledge. So yeah, go anyway. We'll have a chat on that again of law of attraction, because I have done it before. But, you know, there's universal laws out there. But, yeah, so magnetism and white light, like God light, I call it, like, I think that's what it is as well. And I also think it's me bringing in my magnetic God source light, whatever you want to call it. I normally say source, but I am starting to say God now, because that's what it means to be source. That God essence, because we all have it, getting on that frequency, and I believe that's why it's been getting stronger, because the higher up in a frequency you go, you know, or you're trying to pump out and you're trying to, you know, like I said, we can come down sometimes, things happen, but, you know, the knowing of it, bringing it in. Exactly, Dolly, our dreams do come true. Yeah, we do manifest. That's why we say I believe we're gods and goddesses, because we come from God. We're like mini ones. We're not saying we are God source. Some people get really triggered by that. We are like mini gods and goddesses, and we create our reality. So I've sort of bumbled through life like all right, but I've always been quite a positive person. You know, I've had shit like most people, but I've had not as much shit. But then again, I'm not one of them, like my mum, for example, who constantly is thinking monkey mind, like, what if this, what if that? I'm just like, I'm sure it'll be okay. Do you know that sort of thing? So, yeah. Yes, the thing about President's brother, I'm a bit like, is he? I'm not saying he isn't. Or has he been taken out of the way to be saved? Because he said he was 71, and I'm like, 71? 71? 17. Just saying, I'm just putting it out there. But like I said, I'm not talking about that. It attracts the orbs. Yes, Karen, I think, obviously, energy and a frequency. I've known this. My frequency, my fingers are tingling now, are bringing in that frequency of consciousness that's coming in, of maybe different beings, spirit. I can't even explain it. What I don't know. Magnetic light. The magnetic light to me, which manifests, is source, God, essence, energy, whatever you want to call it. Life force. If anyone gets what I'm saying. Yeah, watch the skies. Yeah, so we have to elevate our energy. Exactly, Brenda. So, yeah, I'm just throwing that in there. Anyway, so I was talking about like the dark side of us, like dark, your shadow self. If anyone's done any shadow work, and even if you think you haven't done it, you probably have. Suspicious about, yeah, I am too. Yeah, I am too. So I was going to sort of talk about shadow work. I haven't got a lot of time, so I'm going to do this quick, but you know, we have shadows, the dark and the light, yin and yang and all that, and sometimes we try to suppress it because we're like, we don't want that side to come out. But I've learned, yeah, we know on the Q side, we know we've already won, but it's not about that. We've already won, but the people who are asleep are waking up to it. We know we're watching a movie play out. You know, it's people will be shown. You know, so we've just got to get people's mindsets right. Remember what you were like when you first found out? It wasn't a nice thing. This is why I'm saying this needs doing. No need to panic. It's going to be natural. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, let me get this out of my gob, because obviously getting sidetracked with the Q stuff, and I'm not talking about that today. I will this week at some point. So yeah, the dark night, the soul, whatever, the shadow work and all this. You've got parts of it that you go, well, yeah, I hate when I'm like that, but majority you'd probably be in your light side, and that's what we're going to anyway. More of the light side. It's more of balance. That's what it is. It's balance. Hi, Danny. Balance. You can still have those sides. You know, it doesn't mean just because you think something like a bad thought. Sometimes something that's. Do you know what I mean? It's what you do when things happen and the choices you take, and that's a part of growing up as well. You realise that maybe they were bad choices in the past, but we've all done it. You know, but it did help me learn things. Maybe that person in my life at the time, or whatever, family, whoever, whatever, that situation was bad, but really it helped me grow. It helped me wake up to myself. And this, that, and the other. So, but we shouldn't suppress it. We should just bring it into unity. So I just saw Jen McCar. I always say her name wrong. Jen. I'll show you the video in a minute. When she was in Glastonbury with Magenta Pixie and a few others, you know I love Magenta Pixie and those lot on there, and Jen's ballsy. And I think Tara was on it. The girls who've done a round table, and there was a guy and a woman on it who had a little baby, and they were on Camelot Network TV a few weeks ago with Tara, talking about their story. And I think they're married. I think it's the husband. The lady's partner, husband, was just. I just tuned in on the speaking bit. I haven't seen the video yet, so I will go and watch it after and enjoy it. And don't forget, there's very feminine energy coming in right now, because it is needed, because it's been very man-made, and it's the bonding of those two, it's the merging of those, it's the balance. You know, women have been suppressed in the past, and I'm not just talking about this, that, I'm talking about the energy of the divine feminine and the masculine. And men do have the divine masculine. Men do have the divine feminine energy within, and this is why they tried to mess people up with the whole transgender thing. It wasn't that. It was we both hold them energies sometimes. Like sometimes in the past, I've been known to be passive aggressive, and you know, I'm stubborn. I've been selfish in the past. This, that, and the other. We all hold different things, and some of the things I think I look at sometimes are a bit masculine in that way, but I am very feminine. I don't know. I can't even explain it. It just makes me laugh. It's just like, yeah, I believe we speak in energy. We do speak in energy, and it's like I can be around people, you know, partners, family, friends, whoever, new people I've come across, and if they're telling you a story of the past, their past, And they might be like, oh, I was a bit like this or I was like that. But when someone recognizes that about themselves and they take responsibility for certain things and they're trying to do better now, because that's what it's all about, being a better person, of like, I wouldn't make them choices again because I realized, you know, I knew you might have not known at the time, or you might have done, but you were suppressing it. Like, you knew it was bad at the time. What we class as bad, but I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. But I got anxiety attacks today online. Made a couple of friends on Facebook. Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. And it's if you can reflect and learn from that, but then I can look at people and think, yeah, so you might have done that in the past. And we're not talking about big things that this lot do, you know, these elites. And but when you're around someone or with someone, when you know they know that and they're working on that, and you can just see the essence of good people, and even people wanting to be better or coming over from a little bit of the dark side, now coming into the light. Well, coming into center point of balance, of like, they can look at that, you know, and think, right, well, I want to better myself. I love seeing the essence in people, because everyone's got that spark within them. It's just if they choose to shine the light more within themselves and come away from the fear into love. I was fighting the shadow people like cowboys with a female an angel. We learn every second we listen and think. Yeah. And sometimes we think a bit too much about stuff that we don't even need to think about, because people want facts and the figures of everything. And sometimes I've said before, it's not always the facts and figures. Seeing someone, you can see someone's essence within them, you can see it in their eyes, but the biggest thing is you can feel. I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm not getting distracted in chat. Feel, Mimi. Feel is a feeling, it's a vibration, it's a frequency. You can feel it. Yeah, we all carry baggage, exactly, but you're allowed to release it. You don't, I've said this before, you do not have to carry it with you. Overthinking really affects your nervous system. Yes, it does, because I say this to my mum all the time. She'll get aches and pains in her shoulders and her back, and my sister's a bit the same, and they're both Taurian, and they're both sisters' birthdays after my mum's. They're right next to each other. And I'm always going, it's because you're overthinking. You just think it, like, think about it and then just let it go. But don't keep constantly every day, repeat, think. It's like, it doesn't do you any good. It goes into your cells and it just sticks there. It's like stale energy. Yeah, you've got to let it go. You've got to release. You can't elevate yourself like climbing up a mountain, let's just say, with a big rucksack on your back, like I've said before, with a shitload of rocks in your back as your baggage. It's going to be a heavier load. Just think, right, that was a learning. That situation was a learning. I've reflected. I hope I'll make better decisions next time. Release that load. I see it like a backpack with a string on it. You pull it and it all falls out the bottom. And then you've got a fresh bag to fill up with fresh new energy. That's how I see it. Hi, Miss Chime. Yeah. No, you're all right at the minute. Yeah, stubborn. I'm talking about what I want to talk about. So I'm going to show you this because, like I said, my batteries are going to run out. I'm not going to have much time tonight. So I just saw, I don't know his name, sorry, the guy. I just thought it was a lovely speech off a guy, and you can see that divine feminine within him. That doesn't mean you're gay or anything. That's just, it's an energy. So I'm going to play it because it was beautiful, and he just really did put it together. Nailed the nail. No, nailed. I'm half asleep. Nailed the, what is it? Nailed. Hammered the nail on the head. What is it? I'm asleep. Oh my God. What's the saying? Oh, someone say it in chat. Yeah. Bang the nail on the head? No, bang the, why can't I say it? Yeah. That'll be it. Yeah, on the nail. Yeah. Anyway, let me go and find it. I'm like, what? Yeah, hit the nail on the head. Why would that not come out? Thank you, Lee. I was like, don't even. Told you I'm half asleep today. Half asleep. Yeah, hit the nail on the head. I don't know why that didn't come out. So, I'm going to show you on Jen's channel. I'm just going to play it and listen to it because it was just beautiful. I know. I always get things mixed up anyway. I'm surprised I didn't say something bloody... Like when I say fruition, I don't say fruition, I say fruitation. But I like fruitation because everything blooms and comes into fruitation. To me, it's the same thing. Got my own dictionary going, so... Right, so it's Jen McCarthy. Cosmic... Oh, what's the channel now? Cosmic Gypsy. Don't know if there's any mods you can find it, but she just put one up 50 minutes ago, the Divine Union Ground crew at Glastonbury. So I'm just gonna play this. Now, like I said, this guy was off. They went and had an interview, like I said before, on Camelot TV, the Camelot TV. Hi, Symphony of Souls. I'd rather be a hammer than a... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what Trump is, isn't he? Wait till that hammer of justice comes down. So, yeah, I just wanted to listen to this because it's beautiful and it's about that. Well, just listen to me, you'll understand. So, let's put it on. And I just loved it because it was a guy talking about it as well. Now he's just tuning into what he's going to say. Obviously, I haven't listened to all this, so...
Purity that I'm aspiring to, right?
They're having a bit of a... You know, outside and they're all talking about stuff, so... Yeah, I'm gone.
And actually, it was something that Liam said that sparked the trigger. Okay, because, like,
There's Magenta.
It's like this place of purity that I'm aspiring to, right? It's like I need to be...
This was a couple that were on Camelot Network TV. It was this guy and I'm assuming it's his wife, and they've had a baby. They were on, if anyone notices, and a lady called Tara, who sat round here somewhere, was on as well. Yeah, I've not seen anything today, but I will be catching up, so just play this.
You know, the most pure. And I need to rid myself of all of these shadows.
My dad's sending me stuff. Because we're talking about your shadow self. It's all about balance and integrating things and transmuting and transformation. So this might make sense to you lot. I just wanted to show it because it's probably better than I can explain it.
And I just want to tune into that. Because where we are right now, that doesn't exist, right? Like right here on this planet at this time. Like I am both the darkness and the light. And I spent quite a while.
You are the darkness and the light, you know. People get very caught up on, I've got to be like, well, you are the darkness and the light. Tingly fingers.
Trying to prove just how light I was. You know, this shiny representation of myself.
Are we saying about trying to prove how shiny he was? Like, we're all trying to prove how, like, good we are and, like, how angelic we are. And, you know, we want to stand in the light. And I felt like that. That's what I've said. I thought, oh, my God, I shouldn't be wearing makeup. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing that. Trying to prove to people. Trying to sort of pretend we haven't got any, like, sort of shadow self. Of course we have. Like what I was saying before, of course we have. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we're made to feel sometimes that it's wrong and it's not. It's great to see you really are like, oh, thanks, Miss Chime. So, yeah, I'll shut up now and play this.
That everyone would see me as this shiny guy. You know, I like stopped drinking, I became vegan. Anything that I could do to elevate myself so that I felt better about myself, that's what I would do. So then I'm okay because now I'm better than the people who eat meat, and I'm better than the people who drink, and I'm better than the people who, you know, do this and that, and like, but really inside, like, it's because I felt so shit about myself that I was chasing this, you know, this shiny version of myself and repressing actually like the the darkness inside me and the nature of who I am. And in recent times, I kind of just had to let all that go, and I've had to let myself, and I had to let all of the pain of the past and all of that trauma and all of the stuff I've experienced come up. And, you know,
this is what we said about the unearthing, because even the unearthing in 3D, but this all stuff's coming up with us, trauma, things that come up. You have to let it just come up.
And just allow myself to be exactly where I am. And, you know, sometimes I drink. I swear. I've masturbated to porn. I've, you know, taken drugs. I've, you know, all of the things that are bad and wrong I've done. But, you know, it's only the thought of that is wrong. And this is the distorted masculine matrix. Come back to that we've been born into, which is good and bad, right and wrong, this and that. Right, and what we're moving into, and the healing to that, which is the reason why I continue to perpetuate those behaviors, is based upon backing up a belief that I am inherently flawed, so that I can feel shameful. There's so much shame inside of this particular this reality that perpetuates those behaviors, and the healing.
And it is in this reality, they try and make you feel like you should be so ashamed of something. You know, like you should feel sin or so ashamed. You're not good enough all the time.
Is to actually say, okay, I am these things. I am this beautiful, shiny Bradley, and I am the darkness of Bradley. And the moment that I make both of those okay, which is the feminine, right? It's that radical acceptance of both, and hold it both. And then, like in doing so, being present with that again, we're bringing that's the union, right? The light and the dark. And that's the healing. And then, you know, as the more I'm in that state, it's like I don't need to fill myself up with external.
Because you're healing when you bring it both in and you accept it. Then you don't need the external stuff outside to fill you up.
Validation, drugs,
validation,
sex, alcohol, pornography, all this stuff that, you know, is wrong, that we make wrong. And by the way, brother, I'm not making you wrong. Yeah, good.
Two become one.
It's like everything is accounted for, it is perfect. And there isn't anything wrong, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh.
I just thought that was beautiful what he said. And yes, Symphony of Souls, it is an alchemical wedding. It's merging together. It's like a marriage, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Like what you were saying, you shouldn't feel bad that you have shadow selves or you've done things in the past. We come here for the experience. Yeah, exactly. And how would you know wrong if you didn't experience it and then grow from it? I think it's different if you're just going to constantly stay there. If you're going to constantly stay there, this is what I say about that energy of, well, things aren't going to come in, like I said before, like law of attraction. You're just going to stay in a lot of lower vibrating experiences, let's say. Not saying that's bad. People might like lower experiences. I'm not being funny. There's a lot of people out there who love drama. They love the drama. They love being part of the drama. They love causing drama because they're in a lower frequency. But why the hell you'd want to stay there, I don't know. But spirituality is an individual journey, and we meet others along the way to help us be in a negative or positive. Yes, we do. But the more higher up in consciousness you go, you come out of the lower, and you could say the lower chakras and lower energies, and you find that, I don't know what the right word, it's just more lift into your spirit obviously, to be in a higher state of consciousness. And that doesn't mean that you're going to have a day where you haven't said something out of line, or like I said before, you've shouted at your kids, or you got a bit of a grump on that day. That doesn't mean, oh my God, like, you just remember again and think, oh yeah, well, I was just having a bit of a, don't know, bump then. It doesn't, you don't have to be, if you vet something, and it's like you were trying to be good that day, it's like, oh, I feel so bad. It's them spoken words again, you feel so bad. It was really bad of you to do that. No, you just had a bit of a blip, so what? Love yourself for it, because that's hating on yourself again, like feeling really, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So, like I said, he just said a beautiful thing, and I'm going to listen to the whole thing after, because it was sort of having, it looked like, obviously, they're all having a chat in a circle. It's a bit like when you give someone a stick and you all talk about, you're holding space for someone to talk about, how they're feeling and what they're going through. New moon in Leo tomorrow night. Ooh, oh, Lion's Heart. Well, like I said, I've got a lion on my massive big Q painting I'm doing. A Q. I realised I had this from ages ago. Where is it? Am I sat on it? I'm not sat on it. I've got a lion. Where is it? Oh, I don't know where. Lions. I've got a light. Hang on, where is it? Sat on it. She sat on it. Got this ages ago. And like I said, I went to the park the other day, and there was two, not been to this park for ages, never realised there was two lions on either side, like you do get, but it just made me think, as I was walking through the gate, 88 Lions Gate, my name, not aka Dolly, my real name is like a number 8, and my fella's name is a number 8, which I just thought was hilarious. I was like, 88. He was like, what? I was like, oh, it's an 88. And then when you add it together, it's 16 and it's 7, and that's the number that always follows me about. So I was just like, So that made me laugh. 8 infinity as well. So, yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of people who are either you would be doing the shadow work now. That's what a lot of us are doing. Or you've been through, same thing really, Dark Night of the Soul. I've been through my Dark Night of the Soul. I've looked at all that stuff. There's still things that come up. Talking about, oh yeah, Vincent. Hi King. So, yeah, I just think of Lyra. Lyrans, I've been getting that in my head lately. Lyra. Tigers. Lion energy, strength, courage. I've looked at stuff in me. I know my shadow selves of me. I know how I can be sometimes. I can reflect on stuff in the past and think, well, that's what I'll come away from, but I'm not going to hate myself. Like I said, a lot of people, like he said, a lot of people start not liking themselves, and they start like sort of, feeling bad because you're meant to feel bad because this, that and the other. It's like what he was saying before about drinking, drugs, stuff like that. These things, all these things that they'll, there's many things like he said on there, are perceived as bad. I don't drink a lot. I used to in the past when I was younger. That's what you do, experiences and stuff. I just choose not to drink a lot because it doesn't really float my boat that much. But if I go out, I'll have a few and this, that and the other. But it's a bit like, obviously when it can be really, really drunk, you don't always make good decisions because it fogs you up, obviously, and other stuff. But, I know people who drink, who do other stuff, and it doesn't mean they're bad people. I I just think if you get too lost in stuff and you don't know when to move away from certain things and you don't know, because that to me, all that sort of stuff, like he was saying, all that sort of outside stuff, like he said, porn, the entertainment business, drugs, drink, all that stuff outside, because it is, all that stuff is just stuff that is there to fill a hole. It doesn't get to the core. It doesn't, it's like certain things sometimes when you take certain medicines, they don't always get to the core of the problem because you're not looking at stuff in the past. Yeah, alcohol, flesh eating, spirit. Yeah. And the reason why it's called spirit is the reason why it's called spirit. It's not getting to the core. The core is when you look at yourself and you're looking into the past and you're looking at past traumas and you're trying to get rid of them. It will release a lot of stuff designed to distract and keep us from knowing who we are. Yeah, all that stuff. And I'm not saying it's bad, like he said, to feel bad about it. You know, I went out the other week, I was having a few drinks, but I know, you know, I don't drink loads and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not saying it's bad. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But what I am saying with, they're just things that cover things up. I know for a fact with what's going on in the world right now, there's certain people, you know, I'll see on my Facebook or whatever, I know they drink, for instance, alcohol. And they'll hit the bottle because of what they're seeing. They don't like what they're seeing. I'm not saying that's wrong. They will do certain things to numb what they are feeling because, as a lot of us know, it isn't nice. I've had to go through this with nothing, no things to, what's the word, to take that hurt away. I could have hit the bottle, but no, I've just been aware of it and then I've had to detach myself from it. I don't think alcohol anymore. I don't even want to see people doing it. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't, I'm not around people that do. I am, but for me personally, because it's my journey, I just think it's not something I want to be, doing all the time or whatever. I don't mind now and again because it's not a thing that I do all the time. I don't do it. I don't drink in the house or anything like that. But now and again I will. But what I'm trying to say is it doesn't get to, it's just something that covers how someone's feeling. So like I just said before, if a lot of people are hitting the bottle or something else because they can't cope with it, it's because of the coping mechanism. They're not strong enough within themselves. They can be. It's just, you've got to learn. So this is what I'm saying. It's about being aware, but not constantly looking at it and staying in that energy and like, oh my God, this was happening. Yes, it has happened. But what's happening now is we're coming away from that because things are being brought up because it is going to stop. It is stopped. Them talking about the kids are being safe. It's going to be stopped. But so you don't have to get too, I can't say too upset. I got upset when I first found out and that's what people are going to go through. But it's happened. And this is what I'm saying. If you don't detach and start to learn how to look after your mental state, your physical and your spiritual, really drinking and stuff like that is not going to help you. Really, it's not getting to the core strength of you, your core, to start aligning yourself. Because once you start aligning yourself, and it doesn't mean you do it like that, it isn't done like that. It's like the shift that's happening. Everyone goes on about the shift, or the shift has come in the event in 2012. Yeah, it came in, but it's still coming in. It's been rippling in for ages. It's stronger now, but it didn't just go like that because it can't. People have been like, what the fuck? You can't just do that. That's why we say the whole thing of Q, it's a ripple effect. It's a drippy effect. And to get people used to it, it's giving people time to align themselves within themselves to themselves and to, obviously, source, force, life force, and realising you are more powerful. And you don't, I'm not saying don't do this stuff, but I'm saying this stuff on the outside because we are here to experience stuff. You're not going to get so distracted by it, and you're not gonna need it as much because, well, it's not going to do you that much for your body really and your soul. You feel a lot lighter and a lot better when you're actually sort of doing a sort of natural form of it, if you get what I'm saying. Agreed, Dolly, we need to be more observant. It's hard, hence yeah. And that's what it is with the one eye, the all-seeing eye. That's a higher state of, that's us looking down from a an elevated state, not over anyone, not better than anyone. That's looking down on all situations of like, yeah, I can go out and I can see people, I can be around people, and they might be doing stuff, but I'm not like judgy. It's just like, I'm not there now, or you have to work through certain stuff to come to certain stuff, but sometimes it's a bit like, it's weird how sometimes you think you need something and then you move through things and you're like, I don't need that. And some people think it's weird, you know. I've got called like boring in the past, this, that, and the other, because maybe I'm not drinking as much as somebody else. It's like, I don't need it. You know, for example, I have told co-workers to look up underground. Yeah. Drink and drugs will affect you depending on your state of mind at the time. Yeah, feeling good. Yeah. There's definitely that as well. There's that as well. You see, there's that as well. That's why I'm saying it's not a bad thing if that's what you do. But if you're a person who's quite negative and then you drink, it's not really good, is it? If you're a person who's quite negative and you do drugs, not a really good thing, because your mind's going to go somewhere completely different. And I've been around people like that in the past and known people, and you know, like, you'll see two sides. It's that observing thing. You'll see someone really happy on drink and drugs, and then you'll see other people and you're like, oh my God. But if you know them, most people I know who've been like that, both sides, are, you've got people who are normally quite positive, quite giddy on it, and then the other side not, and then it's all that, because it's your state of mind as well. So yeah, and it's like I said, each to your own and all that. Cover emotions and reality, but also yeah, that's what it is. People like to cover their emotions up when really they think it's a bad thing to cry, to let the emotions out. We're told, yeah, I mean, kids were told back in the day, weren't they? Oh, don't cry, you know, be hard, don't cry, don't let anyone see you crying. That's wrong. You're supposed to have emotions. You're supposed to, even the spiritual community, oh, you shouldn't be feeling into your emotions. You're an empath. Oh, you're too sensitive, because I used to cry all the time. I'm actually a little bit strong. Well, no, tell a lie. I do still cry. I cry at films and everything. I'm a Pisces. I've always been emotional. We got told not to be. You're too sensitive. Well, you're supposed to feel your feelings. It is about feeling. It's about energies and feeling. But like I said, you can cry about something, you can mourn someone, but you don't stay in it. Yeah, crying is healing. It's like, if you think of water, it's like healing waters. It does heal, because you know when you've had a really good cry about something, cried into your pillow, you've had a really, really good cry, and then you thought, right, get it back together now. You've released, you can feel it, you release all that like stale energy of negativity, badness, or anger, whatever it is, and you can scream and you can let that energy out. Do it if that's how you're feeling, and you can cry about what's been going on. You can scream and you release it and you let it out, and it all comes out. If you're suppressing all them emotions, that's where you get depressed because you're suppressing. It's like emotions on emotions being suppressed. You get depressed because you're not releasing it, whatever it is. That's why a lot of people feel better when they've talked to someone about something, because talking's releasing, crying's releasing. Some people exercise to release, because it's all releasing. Yeah, purges. It is good to cry, but what you don't do is, after you've done that, you don't keep going back to that energy of that and keep sitting in it or acting like a victim. Just release it, learn from it, move on. But there is that going on now, and that's why we've even this stuff that's going on. It's like I say, you can cry about it, you can be upset, you can be angry, but you don't need to be violent, because you will go through all those emotions before you start realizing, when you go within, you can transmute all this. Yeah, energy and motion. Yes, it is. Emotion, yeah, energy and motion. It's your energy in motion, what you do, and the frequency it vibrates on. You can feel all that, but you know, you don't always have to act on it. We do have to act on it, so you don't always have to act on it. People don't need to get angry. Oh, I've got to. You don't always have to act on it. Sometimes you just sit with it. Sit with it. Write things down. If you're angry, try and write down why you're feeling angry. Have you just shouted at this person? Have you got angry with your partner or someone else because they've just done something that wasn't really, or really, was it because of something else, or someone else has peed you off in the day, or you've heard something on the news, or you've actually been thinking about something in the past. You can look at stuff. Hi, good servant. Hi, National Memorial Gardens. Hi, hope you're all right, and hope well, I forgot her name now. I was going to call her Polly. It's not Polly, is it? Is it Polly? Is it? Operation Underground. Yeah. Well, it's funny you say Operation Underground Railroad, because if you've watched the first of Atlas Shrugged, that Charlie Freak goes on about, which I watched the other night, it's about railroads. And I'm like, yeah, we know why it's about railroads, don't we? Yeah, underground. Penny, sorry. What did I just say? Polly. I knew it was P. I knew it was P. Yeah. So yeah. And I'm going watching Tenant soon, the new film that's come out. Probably said that wrong. Can't wait. It's supposed to be like a white hat film. I'm like, I'll have to be quiet when watching it. Like, oh, I haven't been to the cinema for ages. Oh my god. Oh, entertainment. Take deep breaths and blow out my air. Yes, that's a good one, because that's what you should be doing. If you're ever feeling anxiety or mad about something in emotions, breathing in that force, that God source, that God light, breathing it in, deep breaths, breathing out. And if you keep doing that, you will calm down. You will start to calm down. Close your eyes and you might see something in your mind's eye. Have you watched The Cursed? Yes, I've been watching Cursed. I started watching it a couple of weeks ago. I shouted it out on here, actually. Yeah, remind me what it was about. I can't think, because I've not seen it for about a week. Yeah, it's about oh yeah, it's about King Arthur. Well, Sword in the Stone, but it's a woman, because there's divine energy. But yeah, I was quite enjoying it. I was like, it's a bit modern, sort of, but you know, with the whole Merlin energy, because we are the wizards, female and male. So yeah, so like I said, we know what Netflix has been used for, but most of their films that they put out that people seen as fairy tale or sci-fi or fantasy films, you'll get more truth in there than you ever will a documentary on there. So yeah, it's a bit like what was the last one I just watched? I'm still watching it. I can't remember, it's got werewolves and things in it. It's just dead funny because we're talking about conspiracy theories in it. I was laughing my head off because they actually said the right things that we thought. I was like, oh, it was funny. So yeah, I'm just basically trying to say, don't be down on yourself about things that might be coming up in yourself, and you might think you did bad things in the past. It's not, I keep saying this, it's not about the past. All this stuff's going to unearth because of all the stuff that is unearthing. How many films in the past have reflected on the future? Yeah, because I reckon a lot of stuff was there for us to see. They do stick things in your face in plain sight, basically. And there are a lot of, people think there's a lot of like bad people, but there's been a lot of light workers putting stuff out. Hi, Rosie Jenner. I love you. It's, oh yeah, Rosie, going to sleep soon, having one more tea. Love catching your life. Oh, thank you, Rosie. Love you too. I hope you're all right. I was just saying, and I know you're just people not into Q, but I have done I think you've seen it anyway. When I get painting it, you know, in the energy of the White Hat Alliance. But yeah, like I said, got some more another meditation cushion on the go. No, I don't want to try that. But yeah, and it's like someone was saying something the other day on yeah, you got to love yourself. I don't mean in a big way. I mean you should be looking after yourself. Is loving yourself. Oh, it was someone said something the other day, and I was like, it's all there. It's all there in the film The Dark Crystal. I mean, it's all there. Like I said, The Dark Crystal, the conjunction. Going back to a light being from the Skeptes and the Mystics, which is like the female and the male, and the left brain and the right brain, and the Skeptes is the skeptics, and the Mystics like woman, women have a lot of knowing and men want the facts, and it's like, ooh, let's just merge together, because I mean that's a powerful force. Well, it was, because he turned into light beings, but they were Lucian. They were stealing essence off the podlings, which you see as a kid's adrenochrome. Just saying, you know, all that going on, and they stole them, didn't they? And they were trafficking it. It's all in the film. But when she woke up, Agra, what was she called? Agra, whatever, I can't remember. She woke up, she'd been asleep for a while. Yeah, we all have. And then she woke up and was like, shit, what's going on? There's loads of chaos everywhere. Bloody hell, what's going on here? But in the end, the spark of the dark crystal, the shard that was missing, got put back in, and there's 17 thumbs up there accusing the house. And basically that's sort of the story of what's going on. So there's a dark crystal, and that might have been the Age of Resistance. I can't remember. That might be the Age of Resistance. If you haven't seen the dark crystal, it's there. It's on Netflix. You've got the Age of Resistance. Well, we are the Age of Resistance. It's like, you know, it's all there. If you talk to my family, they think I love myself too much. Yeah, because people think, oh, we don't mean that love yourself as like, oh, look at me, I've got to be like. It's like, no, be gentle to yourself. Stop like talking down to yourself. Stop like, you know, looking at other people thinking, oh, they're so this and that. You can be so this and that. You know, be the person you want to be. This to me is all like, we're just trying to be godly people, which to me is good people. We're just trying to be good. We're trying to make the right decisions. And that's what we're trying to do every day. Service to others, we're trying to do a lot more. I used to get told sometimes that, you know, maybe I shouldn't be on YouTube. Because I should be concentrating on other things, and I've been told that off a few people. It's a bit like, well, you know, I normally come in on the evenings, and it was a bit like a hobby, just because I do like, one of my favourite things is talking. If you haven't noticed, I've always been a chatterbox. You got to do what you love, so it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on which we like to have a nosy at now, so do get a bit distracted by that, I'm not gonna lie, but I do things, you know, within myself, and I am only trying to be a better version of myself. And I believe, I will be selling my paintings. I've got other paintings to do, but I just do them when in the time that I do them in, because I have to be in the right mindset, like energy to do them, because I'm always doing jewellery and other stuff. I do quite a lot that I've shown people. And that's what we're all trying to do. And I'm only doing it the way I can do it. But the service to others, I actually see, despite what others may think, that I do actually do this on YouTube. Because I do know that I believe that it helps people on YouTube be in a elevated frequency, even if you're not into what I'm talking about. You'll see something I've said or whatever. Or the frequency of the vibration of my frequency, basically. I know what stuff's going on. I ain't crying. I've cried in the past when I found out. I'm still smiling. I'm not fearing. I ain't wearing no mask. I ain't fearing. I'm quite looking forward to the future, because, you know, I have hope and I have massive belief of a feeling that I can't express in words at all, because I can't express it in words. This is why it's very hard to say to people, how do you know it's not like, oh, the New World Order? One, I've done a lot of research, but it's not even that. It's just this massive feeling here. I can't explain it to people, but I know people in chat who know will know what I mean. It's a knowing. It's like that film, The Knowing. It's just a knowing. This is like, oh, women are woo-woo. No, I can't explain it. I can't show you the facts and figures on it. It's just a knowing. It's a very, very, very strong feeling of a frequency, and the frequency is not evil. It's not bad. It's very loving, and I can't explain it. But I know most of you all know in chat what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'd say awaken, because they're using the woke as the other side, and it's, yeah, we say awake because some people are woke, but they're not awake. Maybe you're at that stage at the beginning, you're woke, but you're not awake. There's some people that are woke to some stuff, but Jesus, they're not awake to the other stuff. And some people are woke to stuff, but they're not aware I said it when Miss Chan came in, aware of the real, that they are actually, like, for example, people who are, there's a lot of people on Q that know about the stuff that's going on that a lot of people know about that aren't on Q, but they're not actually aware of what's behind that and actually where that is taking us on a spiritual journey. And the whole bigger picture is not politics, is not this, that, and the other, and all that, even though, yes, it's been happening. It's a much bigger level of a spiritual awakening, which we're all spiritual anyway. We're all born from spirit. We just get distracted. You've never been detached. They've just tried to distract you. That's all. That you are from source. You are more powerful than they want you to know. There's so much more behind it. There are loads of mad things, and it's multi-layered, and I can't even talk about it because battery's going. But yeah, it's great to be awakened. Whoop whoop. Yeah, as I would say, whoop whoop. I'll have to get a top saying whoop whoop. So yeah. So what we all saying? Oh, the swamp is being drained, don't you, Bobby? And I've been laughing, I'll tell you a little secret. My fella was painting the other day and I put a picture up and everyone thought it was mine. It wasn't. It was the sea. And it looked, well, it was supposed to be a mountain and it looked like the sea. And I went, oh my God, watch the water. The water's, like, it's biblical. The waters are parting because that's what it looked like. Watch the water. He's only gone and done one the other day that looks like a swamp but with the light behind it. And he's not even into Q. And I was like, you keep painting things. And it was just intuitively. Didn't mean to turn out like that. And actually, let me see if I can show you a picture. I was just like, now you're drawing the swamp, but it's got the light behind it. Drain the swamp, honestly. Let me find it. It's still 17 thumbs up, 33 and 17. That'll probably change now I've said that. Christ consciousness, 17 in the house. Because Cubit's working for the light, you know. Let me see if I can find it. Don't tell him. He might be watching. I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. See if I can get a picture. It probably doesn't look like it to you, but like it looks like, to us, it looked like dark trees in a dark swamp with the light reflecting. You know, when it's very like, don't know if you can see it, and it won't do it any justice on here, but like reflecting in the waters, you know, like the trees, but all this like light's coming behind it. So that's what I was thinking anyway. That's what he said, and I was like, ah. So I was like, oh, so. Yeah. What are we saying in chat? Let me go back a bit. Diet woke. Yeah. Yeah, diet woke. See, not full woke. You're just diet woke. Yeah. Yeah, and I enjoy communicating with you, everybody on here. YouTube would be a very dark place without... Oh, thank you, Symphony for Souls. Well, there's many people on YouTube doing the thing. And the thing is, see, I always get this thing when people talk about Q and, like, social media, and they're always like, wow, but social media is just as bad as MSM. No. Yeah, social media was bad. It was from that side, but we're playing them at their own game because we get stuff out. You know, you've got phones, you've got computers, you can take things can get out. The difference is, if you actually got on MSM... they wouldn't let you anyway. And if I wanted to speak about stuff, they wouldn't let you. And they just make you look stupid. At least on here, yeah, they take videos down. They suppress certain things. Like I said, they're doing it to me on Facebook. They're not even letting me show my craft stuff on there. Censoring people who I'm not monetized, remember, anyway. People with monetized channels are taken down. So people really need to get it in the head that no, social media isn't a bad thing. Yes, it's been put there because that's how they communicate. That's how they do certain stuff. Blah, 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 this, that, and the other. But if we didn't have it, one, we wouldn't have got the information out fast enough. This is an age of, if you say an age going into the age of Aquarius, it's the age of information as well. We've been able to find stuff out ourselves, like you said, research yourself. Hang on a minute. Oh, did someone just ask about my wooden keychains? I think Tapper's listening in. I think I want to know the price of it. Oh, I'm trying to think how much they are. I think the 950. I've written it down somewhere. I think you're talking about I might have to go and show them. But if you can find me on, have you found me? I'm on Instagram. I think it's on Dolly Daydream. You should find me on. Just for anyone who wants to know, I'll have to put them back up again. But these are all handmade. Everything I make is handmade, and I actually drew on the wood with a burning tool. So there's one that says peace, and it's got a flower, a little mushroom. There's one that says be, and it says love, like be love, and it's got an eye on it. It says be. Yeah, they're like keychains, or you can, put them on your bag as a, a bag charm thing, whatever you want to do. This one says dream, and it's got a moon on it. I just do things in the flow and like that. That's how I do it. And this one says faith, and it's got a feather marked on it, and it's got a little angel on it. So yeah, there's 4 at the minute. I will be doing a couple more. I'll be selling them on Instagram when I put them up. They are on there, but I put them up again. I've just put a load of cards up because I do a lot of handmade cards that I've shown before, which I won't be showing tonight, but I will have to come on and show some stuff on here again because I said I would. Why not? It's my stuff. Why wouldn't I do that? The faith is the one I wanted. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Well, if you just contact me through... Are you on Instagram? Or you can email me. I don't know if anyone's got my email in chat, but I am on Instagram. Yeah, I am on Instagram. Dolly Daydream or Janine Flannery. Dolly Daydream. Hi, Clifton. And you'll see my stuff on there, like I said. I'm doing a few more meditation cushions. I've got another one on the go. But I did this colour. It's a bit like a teal and a... But these are all recycled material, and they're all hand crafted. Oh, Tapper's in chat. There you go. Thank you, Tapper. Tapper's put some information of mine in there. So I'm really bad at checking my emails, but I will do. Get on TV selling channels. I don't really want to be on TV selling channels at the minute. I don't go for, I don't even watch TV. I am trying to get a website together, so I'll have you know that as well. Yes, we're trying to get a website together. We've been looking at that because obviously I can link up, not everyone's always on Instagram, but I am going to get a website together because I obviously do want to put my stuff out there. Jewellery, whatever, all my creative stuff that I do, paintings that I'm going to be doing as well. Are all going to be there. Because I think they hold a good energy. They're handcrafted. It's not production from a big production place, It's all handcrafted from home, so by the orb hands. The orb magnetic hands, and you've seen the orbs coming out, so I'm just taking the mic now. But it does. So, yeah. Have a great week, all. It's too refreshing to see. It's so refreshing. It's nice to see you, Miss China, as well. I don't know if you've been on the orb watch. It's very, very bright white light. And I had 2 near each other the other day. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I know some people don't believe in it, but that's each to their own, innit? Fanny Ann with everything there. Dolly, that's good you are creative. Yeah, I've always been creative since being a kid. Always been making things. I like doing things with my hands, and my fella now as well, I've got him into, doing a few bits as well. It's great because it's taking your mind off other things, and you don't always have to go into that, like, distracting yourself with other things. Creative all the way. I'm getting off to bed. Good night, all. Thanks for the nice, relaxed, chill vibes. Thank you, John 4, for coming in. Glad you feel chilled. I'm hoping that's what I do bring sometimes, that vibration, that frequency, because what's going on in the world right now, people need it, and I know that. That's why I said I'd come for little chats on a Monday, because I know there's a movement from finding out stuff. Whatever truth in community you're in, it does not matter. Let's come to one thing. Doesn't matter if you don't believe in Q. Doesn't matter if you don't believe in flag. Don't matter if you don't. If you're in the truth in community, and we all know we've been lied to about loads of shit. Let's come together in that. Okay? But at the end of the day, when you start moving through the journey of finding truth also within yourself, yeah, God bless as well. Moving through these different sort of your timeline, of the truth and getting into things and dropping off this, that and the other, you will start to realise certain things you'll start moving away from, because you start needing to bring your energy back. High critical thinker and helping yourself so you can help others, and really focusing on what it is you want and what it is you want to put out in the world as well. It says it's not valid. Oh, don't even tell me they've stopped me on that now. Oh, I know. No, it's hang on. I'm just checking that. Try again and make sure you put a dot and a lowercase j. Try again, because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't, not unless it's the dark ones, do you know what I mean? Because they've censored me stuff on Facebook. Oh, yeah. Try it again. But who's worried? Because soon they'll be going down, as in, those people. Get new people in the systems, not going to matter, it's all going on. Anyway, yeah, Tapper's put it in and that's what it is. So if it isn't coming up, I don't know. If not, get me on Instagram. That's the best place probably, to tell the truth. If you want to look at any of what I make, anyone's interested in jewellery, for gifts, cards, anything like that, get me on Instagram. That's probably the best place, really, because I take more notice of Instagram. It's just easier. No mailing vote. Yeah, no mailing votes done. Yeah, so, let me do some cards before I go, before my battery runs out. Did Trump never work for criminals? Who gives a toss back in the day? People are always going about back in the day. Who's bothered? He had a criminal work. He had a mafia guy working for him once, because I've seen the thing on it where he said, I got such and such a buddy working for me who was working for like more of a, the mafia, because there was a lot of mafia then. But he said, I got him working for me, so I knew what he was doing, because keep your friends close and your enemies closer, so you know what they're doing. Yeah, he was around certain elites because he had money. It doesn't mean he was best mates. This is what I've said before. You can be around people, and you can be at a party, I've said this before, and you'll have done it yourself, where there's people there that you don't like. Hi, JJ Jedi. You don't like, but they're there because you know people and they know people, but you don't particularly like them. So you don't go to the after parties after. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have seen him stood next to someone. Oh, I stood. Yeah, because they were rich. But it doesn't mean that you hang around with those people at home, or you invite them around for tea. You're just civil while you're there. That's all. Fakey smiles and all that. And then you go home. It's the ones that went to the after parties. That's what I'll say. Anyway, and all people go on about is like, this, that, and the other in the past. It's like, we're not talking about the past now. It's all about the now and what we're doing now, what you're doing now, what I'm doing now, what Trump's doing now, about now, for what's been going on. The future proves the past. So I'm going to pick a card. Yeah, they do say POTUS was a source for the FBI, but they don't mean the corrupt FBI. They mean they reckon he was brought in about the 1980s as a bit of a spy, if you get what I'm saying. So, like I said, Great Awakening, you'll all have a lot of stuff coming out. Like I said, we're watching a movie right now. So I'm just like, oh, yes. It's quite fun to watch. Something just flipped then. What flipped over? I'm sure something just... Sure a card just flipped over? No, it didn't. Oh, thanks, Danny. But you're all great. You're all doing it. You're all aware. Oh. See, I was feeling tired before, now I've woke up again. That 33 is still in chat. See it there. 33. The 21 is 3. 333. 369. Tesla, woo! 3. 3 and 3, 6. Now it's just moved when I said that to 22. Okay. 2020. 2020 vision. My own one sector Delta Q. Yeah. Yeah, I just watch the numbers, it makes me laugh. I'm like, yeah. They switch over when I point out them. 17 before for ages. Masons, it's not just, it doesn't stand for just the Masons. It's a divine number. It's the Christ consciousness. They know what it is. That's why they use it. They just use certain symbols. Everyone gets freaked out like, oh my God. And it's like, no. They just use it. Tapper's great at doing these things. Yes, he is. Tapper is great at it. Yes. So, what do you mean? What's your number? You have to go and research numerology, don't you? Yeah, they tried to steal everything and they revert it upside down as well. And it's not necessarily when Q said the symbols will be the downfall as they will, as in what you think's Illuminati, because some of those symbols are ours. It's some of the other symbols like triangles that curl round like that stand for children, for the, do you know what I mean? Other stuff as well. When people first come into it, they get all locked up in the red shoes thing. Like, I saw someone put a picture of themselves up the other day. They had a red pair of trainers on and someone said, I can't get past the red trainers. It makes me, no, they are just red trainers. They're not actually from the Red Shoe Club, if you know what I'm talking about. Time is shifting, the digital system screws it over. Time is shifting, we're on a new timeline, which is going to be great in the end. Yeah. I'm just waiting for a card. Come on. Yeah, 33 vertebra in the spine, stairway to heaven. Exactly. You know, to Christ consciousness within the heavens is your heat, you know. Raising your energies up to Christ consciousness. Right. So wait for the card to jump out. Nearly. Oh, there it goes. So what we were just talking about at the beginning, this is 41, which is the Nauticlus Princess, which is powerful personal growth. That's what we're all doing. Powerful personal growth. Let's go for a 3. Being sat on a big cloud looking down on you all from the start of Doll's live. Yeah, you have actually, Tapper. Tapper's like the wizard. He's got 777 there. Gandalf's in the house. He has. Yes, you have. Call him Gandalf. 777's a good number. Oh. These 3 cards just fell out and I'm laughing because 17. And it says, strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. The look of her face, that's more like a warrior type, like, I'm holding on tight to this. I hold on tight to my belief in the Q thing, never let go, never wavered, won't do it. Little warrior princess there with the little Trinity thing going on. 17 is 8. saying about mine's an 8 and that. I'm just quickly going through these. Number 4, Snow Angel, the signs are with you already. Signs are everywhere if you're looking, synchronicities and all sorts. 7s are out tonight, yeah. And 42, Ghosts of the Past. The past returns for a time, which is funny because with the first card of the Nauticus Princess is the past is coming up. That's why I said you've got to release and let go. Lots is coming up from the past. We're finding out lots and lots and lots about ourselves as well. Let me do one of the new decks that I've got. Starseed Oracle. Starseed Oracle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 3137. Do all these 7 people in the house. And what's this? The Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Beautiful. Intentions every day. Put your good intentions out. Speak to the universe. Universe. Your verse. Universe. So talk about there's many different universes. There would be if you have your universe and someone else's universe. Many different universes. All vibrating on different energies and different frequencies. Oh, and thank you for anyone, because I think I did email this person, but thank you for anyone who's just done a coffee donation. Thank you very much. And anyone who's ever done one. Thank you very much. My batch is about to go, so I'm waiting for, quickly going to wait for a card. Come on. Oh, and there it goes. The Golden Children. We got this the other day because I see this is the Golden Age, the Golden Children. Someone was talking about the Golden Children today. Who was it? Somebody I was watching. Can't think who. Inner Child, Tenderness. I think it was on Soulology. They said they had something about the Golden Children, said it's the Golden Age. The inner Child, Tenderness, Innocence, Rare Gifts. So you're walking through that gate. Not looking back. The Golden Children. Try and get one more in. Hi, James talking. I'm just about to go. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, it's not that long. Oh, and one's fell. The Void. Did we get this the other day? The Void. Stop. Embrace winter. Well, winter will be coming up, and I think there's great things coming at Christmas. So just before. Ooh. Great Cosmic Womb. The Great Cosmic Womb. People think the Void is a bad thing. I don't think it is. The Great Cosmic Womb, where things come from. So, yeah. We'll stop, embrace, like we were saying before, the beginning of the chat. Embrace you as you, with your shadow self as well, and bring it both in. Hi, Mark Sargent. Damn it, I missed most of this. Love and respect to everyone out there in the truthing community. Thank you, Mark Sargent. My battery's about to die, so I am going to go in a minute. But yes, as I just said before, to all the truthing communities, because there's very many. We all know we've been lied to about quite a lot of stuff. Where we are, who we are, what we live on, blah, 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 blah. But like I said, if all them communities can come together, no matter if you don't believe in this or that, the basic thing is we all know we've been lied to. It is all coming out. We've got to go through the storm. We're still in it, not quite in there's still more shit coming. But after the storm, there will be a big rainbow and there will be great things. Get on that timeline. Yes, if you'd like to make a coffee donation, it's in live chat. Thank you, Tapper. You know, well, if you haven't got hope, you've not got nothing, you might as well go and dig yourself a grave in the back garden. But I'm still smiling because I can feel there's great things coming in. Disclosure of many different things dripped out. It's coming, you know, we don't need the government and that to really tell us, but you know, I'm just saying, stuff's coming, you can feel it. It's not like before, this has never happened worldwide. We've never been in a lockdown worldwide, if you want to put it out that way. It's made you go within, it's made you sit within, it's made you look at yourself. If you're not looking at yourself, I don't know what you're doing. But basically, the basic one thing of truth in communities, of whatever stage you're at or whatever you believe in or don't believe in, is we all know we've been lied to. And that is a fact. That is a fact. It's out there. And the world is rising. And it's going to keep rising. And the more crap they put out about this, that and the other, whether you believe it or not, the more people are waking up. Because a lot of people are going, hang on a minute, this isn't making sense. Even about the you-know-what, the virus. So carry on. Like I said, we're watching a movie. It's all being played out. Well, I'm loving watching it and I'm loving people waking up. Yes, we do get triggered, but even that's not even triggering me. I'm just like, do you know what? We're all on an individual path and we all wake up, but people are awakening and it is actually happening faster and faster. I can see that. I know a lot of other people can. Actually, it is happening. Of course it's happening. We've been saying this for ages that people were waking up. People are saying to me now, oh my God, people are waking up. I'm like, yeah, I've been saying this for ages. People are waking up. Even if they're not waking up to certain stuff. Yeah, trust the plan. I trust the plan. And like a lot of us know, that plan is more than what people think it is. You know. So yeah, please check out Jen McCartney. Oh, I can never say her name right. Anyway. Because that was great what he said. And don't be too hard on yourself. Like I said, love yourself. As in, take care of yourself, especially because of this stuff going on. You need to get your mindset in a great place. That's why I said don't watch too much crap. Don't watch too much news. Do something you love. Do something you did as a kid. Draw, colour in. Just do something and take mind off things for a little bit. We're aware. You know, you don't have to sit in it all the time. Get out in nature is one of the best things, as we all know. But have a laugh. Don't be all in doom and gloom about this. We have to have a laugh. That's why there's a lot of memes out there and they are pretty funny. You've got to laugh at the dark side because they don't like it. You know, yes, there's things going on, but you have to have a laugh through this as well, because if we didn't, we'd all be crying. But, you know, once you get that frequency in your heart of, I soul-heartedly believe we're going to a good place in the end of, meaning higher consciousness and how the world's going to change. And it's going to be the way it should have been. You know, when people realise that, to me is something to hold on to very tightly and keep pumping that frequency out, because that'll elevate you when you go back into that frequency and think, yes, but, you know, there's things happening, yes, I don't know, but you've got to hold on to that, you know, and not get too caught up in it. Like I said, it's all about being aware. It's not about getting too caught up where you're going to do some sort of silly action about something that's probably not going to be that good. So I'm going to go because my battery's going to run out. I hope it made sense because I forgot actually what I was talking about, but it tends to roll off my tongue. Like I said, if you're interested in anything I make, check me out on Instagram. And I will see you at some point this week. Thanks all for coming in, everybody in chat. I'm not going to shout everybody out because I think it's going to go in a minute. So, yeah, thanks all for coming in. You're doing your part as well because you're waking up, you're aware, and I'm sure you've been talking about things or doing little, you know, seed droppings to people. So don't ever think you're not because maybe you're not on a platform on YouTube or something like that. You all are. And especially if you're trying to keep in that frequency. Like I said, don't get down sometimes if you're shouting at the kids or shouting at the dog or something like that. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean you're not spiritual because you had a bit of a shit day one day. You just get back on it. You know, we're all trying to be the best versions of ourselves we can be. And that's all it is. And sometimes we fall in and just get back on it. Thanks, Mark. So, yeah, no thumbs down, suck it, trolls. Exactly. We know, Mark. We know different truth in communities have Not had that many trolls about lately, so something's going on, but we've had all this shit off people and we don't care. You shouldn't care what other people think. You should live your life as long as you're not hurting others. Live your life. Don't be bothered about what other people are thinking because you want to wear something different or do your hair different or do this or do that. Just live your life the way it makes you happy as long as you're not hurting anyone else. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. So just saying. Anyway, where we go one, we go on. Whoop! And I will trigger some people, won't it? And I will see you in the week sometime. Like I said, Manchester this weekend, as Roxanne told me, you know, there's some groups going down, they're doing the whole mask thing and they're doing Save the Children, and it's in Manchester on the 22nd, this Saturday coming up at 1 o'clock in Piccadilly Gardens. I think I'll be there. But, you know, to see what's going on, whatever. But just want to throw that out there again, in case if you don't know. But yeah. So choose life and be the frequency you want to receive. Exactly, critical thinker. So I will see you all very soon. Bye. Bloody button.